Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Isaac.
And this is your boy Bryce.
And we are brothers on tennis. And guess what, you guys? We are well into the fall season. It is crazy. We had a couple tournaments last week. Actually, we had one women's tournament and some 250s on the men's side. But this week is popping off a little bit stronger. So we're getting into it a little bit. Bryce, what do you think about the tennis that's happening these days, my man?
Well, I'm glad to see everybody's out there on this Asian swing right now.
Yep.
I don't think we really have anybody that's really injured, right?
Not
Everybody's
that I'm
kind of playing right now.
Yeah. They fit. They're trying to get them coins.
You're right. Everybody but Serena.
Well, yeah, Serena got enough coins, so she's like, she's like, I'm a what? Shut her down. My bank account is full.
Right. But no, and as I was looking at some of these draws before we, started recording this podcast, and I was like, wow, there's some good matchups,
right?
Coming up. So it looks like it's going to be some good tennis, and as we already know, the chase is going to be tight between Djokovic and Nadal, for the end of the season.
Yes, sir. They gonna be fighting, dude. They gonna be fighting because Nadal got that lead, but you better know Djokovic is like, I'm about to get my game right, and I'm about to come get you, and that's why he is playing this week, which is really good because Nadal and Fed, I guess they still, getting over their Labor Cup victory. They're still celebrating, while as Djokovic is like, look, I'm about to get to work.
Well, but you know what the interesting thing is when Djokovic retired from the U.S. Open, there was talks that he might not play for the rest of the season.
That's true.
So I was really surprised to look up and see his name in somebody's draw.
But you know what it was, though? It was that damn Stan Wawrinka. Whatever is in Stan's game, he be fucking Djokovic up. Stan be like, look, let me play Novak Djokovic because I'm going to put them things on him. And once again, he got injured. But he's
specifically back. In the big tournament.
In the big tournament. Stan's like, please give me Novak at a Grand Slam.
Right.
I will do work.
I always want Stan in Djokovic's quarter.
I love it. So sorry about that. But it is good, though, that Djokovic is back on the court. That's a good thing.
Yes.
Because it would have been a little bit sad if he had to shut down the year and no one come, because again, Nadal is running away with the whole number one. So it's good that he's back, at least try and make it interesting.
Yeah, I've been okay with Nadal being number one, but...
yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Because quietly, he earned it. Because, listen, he got two... They both got 2 Grand Slams on the year.
2 Grand Slams.
So, hey, they can both claim it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, let's talk about that women's tournament that happened last week in Wuhan. And
let's talk about it.
Look, let me just start off with this.
Yes.
I'm trying to be very optimistic, right?
All right.
I mean, trying to support my girl Venus.
Yeah.
That bell is ringing in the background. I mean, it just is. The bell is ringing. I mean...
Yeah. Venus.
And in Wuhan...
it was Danielle Collins. She took her out the first round. And that in itself was a little bit disappointing.
It was. And I know we talked about that last week.
Yes.
But, if we jump to the semifinals.
Yes.
We had Ash Barty against Sabalenka.
Yes.
And we had, surprise, Ali Risk against Kvitova.
And listen. Let me talk to you a little bit about Ali Risk. I'm trying to tell you, I likes me some Ali Risk. I don't know what it is about her. She just scrappy and she country. Yeah. And I like it. I like that she just hike her dress up and just be like, I don't care. I'm about to put in work, y'all. I'm about to put in work. And I love her. Just the whole demeanor. I love her. First of all, I love her smile because she just has that infectious smile.
Right.
And she's a great young lady, at least it seems in the interviews and everything. But I just like the fact that she gritty. She gritty and she puts in work and she getting it done. And she was like, you know what, y'all? I ain't about to be like Sloane Stephens. I'm about to get married and I'm about to show out. And that is what she is doing. She done got married and now Ali Risk is not to be taken.
How old is Ali?
she might be, 26 maybe?
Yeah.
She's still relatively young.
Right.
So, but like I said, she putting in work and she getting it done. So I am very, very impressed by her these days.
Well, in the semifinals, we had 2 upsets.
Yes, we did.
Because as you're speaking, Ali Risk took out Kvitova.
She was like, get out the way. I'm not scared of you, Petra. You ain't got nothing for this.
So she took her out 7-5, 7-5, which was a good win.
Which is a good win, yes, sir.
And then Sabalenka, I was surprised, took out Barty.
Yeah.
7-5, 6-4.
Climbed up on her.
Now I have a question for you. Yeah. Do we need to be concerned with, and maybe we put too much on Barty, right? She became number 1, and then all of a sudden we were just thinking she was going to be winning everything, and that has not been the case.
Right.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
You know what, though, Bryce? So here's my thing about Barty. I actually think Barty is one of the more stable players out there as far as the ones who have reached number 1. I love how when she's in interviews, she talks about her camp. She talks in terms of we. We are getting results. We are doing this. Right. And mind you, she's had a lot this whole summer. She had the great, Grand Slam tournament victory and became number 1. And so that has to be a bit overwhelming. But to me, I feel like she's taking it in stride. So I am not as concerned about these types of L's because in truth, someone like a Sabalenka, she's been on my radar for a while. And in truth, I feel like she's kind of underachieved and she's finally kind of getting to where she needs it. Because I see her as being a top 10 player. She got big old game, big serve, big strokes. Everything about her game is just big. So I've expected her to do better and do well. So her upsetting Barty, I don't see that as being a bad thing on Barty. I just think that it's just, one of them days where her game just didn't match up quite well on the day. Right. But no, Ash Barty, ain't nothing wrong with her. She doing all right, in my opinion. Now, do you have concerns about it?
No. I just think, this was all a surprise. She didn't, come on. She couldn't have expected to have won the French.
Exactly.
I don't care how froggy she was feeling.
We both commented on that. Right. We was like, her game ain't made for
She
clay.
didn't expect to do that. She had been doing well. She didn't expect to be number 1. She ended up finding herself in the situation. So I do think it's going to take a moment for her to settle in there. But I think Barty for a while will remain top 3.
I agree with you. Yep. I don't see her going anywhere.
But speaking of Sabalenka being on people's radar, she probably should have been on Ali Risk's radar because in the finals, although it was a 3-set final, she ended up feeding Risk with that breadstick in the 3rd set.
She did. She was like, yeah, you look hungry. I'm sorry. I got some bread for you. Here's this breadstick. Now give me the title. Yeah.
But you know what? Good win for Sabalenka. She hasn't really won anything in a while, right?
Correct. I think she has maybe 1 tournament win on the year, and so I think this one might be number 2. So yeah, great result for her. And like I said, what's his name? Dmitry Tursunov, I think is her coach.
I like him.
I like Dmitry a lot. So the fact that he's working and his results are really showing well for her, very positive. Positive. So congratulations, Miss Sabalenka.
Congratulations. So let's jump to this week.
Yes.
And so the women transition from Wuhan, which was in China as well, right?
Correct.
To the actual Tier 1 they have in China.
That's right.
And we have really all of the big names minus Serena.
Yep.
And was there anybody else missing in this tournament? Or was everybody else basically there?
Pretty much everybody was there. I can't really think of someone that's not.
Right. So the top 8 seeds we have for the China Open are Ash Barty, number 2, Pliskova, then Svitolina, Osaka's number 4, then Andreescu, Simona Halep is number 6, Kvitova 7, and Kiki Bertens number 8.
That's right.
So based upon the draw, who do you see making it to the semifinals?
Well, I mean, the draw is crazy. So I'm kind of picking an upset on the top half. So I am not picking seeds whatsoever. Okay. Well, I am picking seeds, but they're the lower seeds. So who I actually have making the semis is I have Belinda Bencic actually playing Sonia Kenin. And I know it sounds crazy, But I look at the quarter and I look at where bench is, and she has to play Kvitova, and then she'll likely have to play Barty. And I just feel like she's going to be able to get through those two matches. I have no idea why I feel that way, but I do.
Yeah, no, that was the section that I was looking at, and I was thinking, in this quarter, there are 3 players that could come out of here. Yeah. It could be Barty, it could be Bencic, it could be Kvitova.
Exactly.
And I thought about each one of them. I went with Barty just because I think her, she's taking some of these L's, and I think her game is rounding back around. But you can never tell with Bencic. Bencic beats the top 10 like it's nothing, right?
Nothing.
Kvitova, she's either blasting away winners or she's blasting away unforced errors,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
So you really don't know there. So
right.
I'm almost like you on the top. I did go with Barty, but I went with Kennan as well.
Yeah. Because that other 4, it's like you guys, Kvitova, Kennan, Hercog, and Burtons. And yeah, I just feel like Sonia Kennan is another one, man. Like I said, put her swag aside.
Right.
She can ball.
She can.
And she ain't scared of nobody.
She's another scrappy one who really gets in.
Yeah. So like I said, she ain't scared of nobody. So I just feel like of those 4 players, she's going to get in there, she's going to put in work, and she's going to make that semi. And that will be a fantastic result for her. So that's kind of who the top half looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you have for the bottom half?
So my bottom half for the semis, and there's some folks that there's some potential, but I cannot go with my Canadian, Miss Bianca.
Yeah.
Because she ain't lost yet. So it's one of them things where until she loses, I can't bet against her, Bryce.
I get you.
I can't do it.
I understand.
So I have Bianca, and then them last 4, which kind of made me laugh. I am hoping that Caroline Wozniacki has gotten her game together and she can make a semi, because of those 4, I like her a lot.
Yeah.
And she's my girl, and I really would like to see her, make some inroads and really get her game back into form, because she just has not been posting any results, in my opinion, for 2019. So this would be good for her to have a strong showing, and then hopefully it'll set her up good going into 2020. But who you got, man? Who you showing?
I have the exact same too.
Shut your mouth.
I have and largely for the same reasons, right? Andreescu, because like you said, you ride the hot hand.
Ride it. Right? That's right.
And then for Wozniacki, well, I just think those 4 that she's going to play Siniakova next. Right. She's going to beat her because she's just more consistent.
Correct.
Kasakina don't know where she's at from tournament to tournament, so you don't.
And I like her a lot, but you're right. Her game just is not right now.
And Alexandrova.
Yeah.
I mean, no. So,
no. No.
So I then have the finals being Barty and Andreescu.
Well, it's funny. And I have Bencic against Andreescu.
So who do you have winning?
Once again, if she ain't lost, how can you judge against her? So I'm going with Miss Canadian herself. I'm going with Bianca to take this title as well.
I am doing the same. and watch Andreescu lose in the next round.
I know, and then we won't be sitting there and looking like, did we bet on him? Come on now.
So, Isaac, take us through the men. What are they doing this week?
So finally the men are getting themselves back in the mix of things, because we had Laver Cup, and last week was kind of a booty week. So now we got some 500s so we can kind of sink our teeth in.
Right.
And so they are also actually in China. And we've got the China Open, and the top 8 seeds there are Dominique Thiem, Zverev, Tsitsipas, Kachanov, RBA, Roberto Bautista Agut is number 5, Fognini 6, Monfils is 7, and Matteo Berrettini is seeded number 8. So we've got some good folks in this tournament, and they're trying to do some things. And let's also throw out a mention to our boy Andy Murray.
Andy Murray, yes.
Andy Murray is
welcome back.
Listen, I'm back on the scene, and I'm trying to get me some points and some coins as well. So let's
give a live update on that.
Yeah.
Today, Andy Murray took out Berrettini.
Yes, he did.
Which is a huge win.
Huge. I mean, because Berrettini has been hot.
He's been very hot.
2019. He's done some things. So the fact that Andy was able to take him out in straight sets, 2 tiebreakers, but still, straight sets, that is extremely impressive. So, right on, Andy. Go get it. Go get it.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, yeah, Bryce, I mean, so what looks good to you as far as semis go? Who would you put in the semis for this tournament?
Now, you know what? This is one of these tournaments where my picks are going to be kind of like Isaac picks.
Why they got to be classic picks, man.
Because they out there. They out there. You know.
I own that. I own that. Yes, I do.
But I have making the semis. In the top half, I have Dominic Thiem.
Okay.
Against Rublev.
Okay. All right.
And then in the bottom half, I have John Isner.
Uh-huh.
Against Schwartzman.
Now, see, listen, you and I do think a lot alike. I think we be hanging around each other way too much here. Because, I mean, I've got something very, very similar.
Okay.
So, up top, instead of Dominic Thiem, I actually have Andy Murray. I think Andy Murray is going to pull the upset over Dominic Thiem. Because remember, Thiem, him and hard courts. You know, he went and played that damn clay court tournament. Right. Oh, he went to hard court. Still ain't forgave you for that, Dominic Thiem. Uh-huh. So the fact that I just feel like Andy Murray might just get up on him. I don't know why, but I have Andy Murray versus Rublev in that semi. And on the bottom half, I also have John Isner, but I have him actually playing against Zverev. I think Zverev is gonna kind of make his way on through that draw and make it to those semis. So,
well, that's funny because Thiem. Let me tell you why I went with Thiem because. And, you know, I love Andy Murray.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I actually rather Andy Murray make it to the semis.
Yeah.
I just think this being his first tournament where he's starting to take out some people, I think it's going to wear on him.
You think? I think he's going to get that taste.
Because he's going to play countryman Norrie next, who he'll beat the crap out, right?
Yeah, he's going to spank up on the country.
And Thiem, you know, it throws a heavy ball out there. So, I want Murray to win, but I think it's going to be. I have to give a slight edge to Thiem.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Isner, I think, is looking a little more like he, you know, normally
does. Yeah.
But here's my thing. We have Zverev and FAA playing in what is that the round of 16?
Yeah.
If FAA doesn't double fault his way out of the match. I think he has a good chance of winning, right?
Agree.
But we don't know that those double faults or if that whole situation has been resolved yet. So Zverev may come through that. I just think it doesn't matter who wins out of the two of them. I think Schwartzman is going to be too consistent.
You think so?
I do. I think he's going to be like a hustle. Look. Zverev doesn't like people who hustle and track stuff down. He needs to be able to hit one or two shots and be done, right?
Right.
And FAA, like I said, I don't know where he's at with these double faults. If he's 10 and 12 double faults in the match, he's not going to be Schwartzman like that.
No.
So that's why I went with Schwartzman.
I think I don't mind those types of picks because I like Diego. That's why this whole thing was a struggle because I like a lot of these guys. Right. I'm really fans of a lot of these guys. So yeah, no wrong choice in my mind. Diego right on. Gonna get it.
So what are you thinking about the finals?
So, and this is where I began to reach. So I actually think it will be Rublev versus Zverev. And I have Rublev actually taking this title.
Really?
I do. Because there's something about Andre Rublev. I like that kid. I just like him. I like his grunt. It's all crazy.
Yeah. I just need him to tighten that head up.
But yeah, he's a little emotional, a little crazy.
I ain't even talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
That old mop hairstyle he got, he need to tighten that up.
He make not married on my boy's style.
Man, I'm telling you, he make way too much money to go out there looking like that. I'm trying to tell you.
That is funny, and I don't disagree. But still, the boy game is tight. The boy game is tight, and I just feel like ever since, again, because if you look back when the Russians jumped on the scene, you had Andrei Rublev, you had Karen Khachanov, you had Medvedev, and to me, Rublev was the one leading. He was the one that was getting the results. It was not Karen. It was not, Medvedev, Daniil. It was Rublev. He ended up getting hurt. He had to take some time off. And now you done seen what Daniil Medvedev has done. Khachanov has had some good results. So in my mind, Rublev is kind of like, hold up. Right. This, I was leading this thing, so I'm about to pop some things off. So I just feel like he's back, and I feel like he's going to hopefully, do some things. But anyway, that's my pick. Bryce, who you got?
Well, I actually have Thiem taking out Rublev.
Do you?
I do. Just because I'm thinking, look, nothing makes a player play better than motivation, right?
That's right.
And I don't think Team is real excited that Taylor Fritz put them things on him at the Labour Cup on that final day. Even though Team Europe ended up winning, that was a match that Team was supposed to win.
That is true.
And I think he's going to come out and be like, look, I'm number 1 seed here. I'm top 5. You know, I need to hold this down. Right. And I'm coming with these heavy ground strokes and this heavy top spin. Yeah. And you're going to have to deal with this all afternoon. Yeah. True. So, that's why I'm leaning the Team. Yep. I think Isner, the way he's playing indoors, the big serve, he would take out Schwartzman. Yeah. So I actually have Isner winning.
Wow.
Taking out Team
in the finals.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really interesting.
That is interesting. That's why I called it my Isaac pick.
Yeah. Like I said, I can see that. All right. Well, that's the China Open, Bryce. Now, how about the Japan Open? Because we got another 500 popping off.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Who's up in that thing?
Djokovic and some busters. I mean, Djokovic is going to win this title. I mean, we can go through this whole exercise.
Right?
Let's talk about the seeded players, right?
Right, exactly. You want me to go through it? So you got Djokovic, you got Borna Coric, you got David Goffin, you got Benoit Paire, Luca Pouille is up in there. Luca. Marin Cilic, Taylor Fritz, and Alex de Minaur. So those are the top 8 seeds. So yeah, that is definitely the B squad when you're talking about Novak Djokovic.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and let's take a moment to congratulate Luca Pouille. Yeah. He just got married, so he's probably gonna start playing better because he got expenses now. He got a wife. The whole nine.
She's gonna be like in the audience talking about, look, you going to pay for this ring, right? You better go and get them W's. Right. Playing around, get them coins.
So he did win his first round match. So that's pretty good.
And quietly, let's also make mention of Alex de Minaur. He actually won the tournament last week, that 250. So
his game is looking good.
That young Australian is no joke. So Alex, congratulations, buddy. Good job, man.
So who are you thinking for the semifinals?
So semis here. Well, you got Novak up top, so of course Novak.
Right.
I actually have him going against Cilic because I just like Marin Cilic, and he got that big old game, and he's slapping forehands all over the place. So I just feel like he'll get through. I know Goffin's up in there and Shapovalov, but I just think Cilic is going to actually make his way through. And on the bottom half, I have actually Opelka versus Alex de Minaur. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have an interesting semi on that bottom.
Well, let me tell you why this is interesting. Okay. So I also had the eventual champion Djokovic up there, right?
Right.
But I had Goffin.
Oh, okay. Goffin. Yeah.
Next. Because, until Cilic takes that whole looking for Waldo look off, I mean, he doesn't look like he knows exactly what he wants to do out there.
That's very true.
I decided to go with Goffin because I'm thinking of the whole being very consistent, not missing a lot, So, but it don't matter because he's going to lose to Djokovic in the semifinals anyway.
Exactly.
And then at the bottom, I had Opelka and de Minaur.
For real.
But then I scratched out Opelka.
Oh, okay. Who do you think gonna get him?
Simone.
Yeah.
And a lot. Possibly. And pretty much for the same reason I picked Goffin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because consistent. He doesn't miss a lot of balls. Very true.
And Opelka is very up and down.
He is. He got a great game, but you're exactly right. He's very sporadic.
Right. Yeah. So that's who I have: Djokovic, Goffin, Simone, and de Minaur.
Got it. Well, I've got, of course, Novak winning not only the semi but the title. Right. And I actually have him playing against Alex de Minaur. And if it does happen, I see it going 3 sets. I think Alex will take a set off Novak.
I have the exact same thing.
There you go. Well, there you go. Great minds think alike.
Look, listeners, you should know when we prepare for the recording the episode, we individually go through and do our picks for these tournaments. Exactly. So it's not like we're just sitting here and saying, "Oh, I agree with each other."
No,
this is who we filled out on our draw sheets before we've actually recorded. Exactly. But like you said, it may be 20 years of us talking this and we think similarly.
Exactly. I think that's really what it is, but it's all good. So hopefully you all have your picks and you'll have some fun as well. Make sure you're watching the tennis this week because we got
some good matches.
We got some good matches coming up. So absolutely.
Well, I'm very excited to talk about our hot topic today. And Isaac and I really have not talked about this yet. As a matter of fact, Isaac became aware of it.
I just found out, y'all, and it blew my mind. I was doing backflips. I was like, well, no, I wouldn't do it because I'm fat. But I was really excited.
So a week ago, we had the announcement that tennis great Kim Clijsters was returning to the women's tour for the start of the 2020 season. Amazing. Now, Kim Clijsters. Now, you hear us talk a lot about the queens and Venus and Serena and who we love, but of that main era that Venus and Serena really kind of came up and was playing with, like Justine and all and Hingis and all that.
Hingis, Davenport.
Yeah,
man.
Clijsters was probably my next favorite during that time.
Absolutely.
She had a reputation for being extremely well liked, being one of the most well talked about and respected players on the tour.
Right.
She already did one comeback where she had won one Grand Slam when she retired, and then she came back and won. Was it 2 or 3 more? Yeah, I should have looked that up before the episode. But I know she won the Australian, and she got. I think she won 2 U.S. because didn't she defend?
Yeah. She defended. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So she had a very successful comeback after having one child.
Right.
And won a couple of Grand Slam tournaments. Yeah. And now she's had 2 more kids. Mm-hmm. And in her statement, she stated that she loved being a tennis player. Mm-hmm. She has loved being a mom. Mm-hmm. But she just actually thinks she can still do both.
Mm-hmm. And why not?
Absolutely.
And why not? Like I said, I heard that news you shared with me, and I was absolutely elated. Mm-hmm. I love Kim Clijsters. Mm-hmm. I had an opportunity of meeting Kim Clijsters back when I used to volunteer. Right. And again, everything that everyone has said about how nice she is, and just she is all of that and then some. Just a great, great young lady. And the fact that she is coming back, listen, I tell you what, Kim Clijsters is sitting back looking like, listen, Serena done made what 4 Grand Slam finals. Now, mind you, she hasn't gotten over the finish line, but she's made 4 Grand Slam finals. Right. Kim Clijsters is 2 years younger than Serena and has competed with Serena, and they've battled for Grand Slam. So I know she's sitting back with her kids talking about, well, wait a minute. If Serena can get up in these finals and potentially get her Grand Slam, why the hell can't I?
Exactly.
Shoot. Come on now.
Now, I am going to say one thing.
Yeah.
When Kim Clijsters came back the first time after having the first child.
Yes.
It's a different women's tour than it was back then.
I would agree.
I felt like the environment back then was maybe easier for her to come back. Now, although Serena has come back and has done very well, Serena has played very well in those matches.
That's very
I don't know what Kim Clijsters was looking like. I don't know what she looks like after 3 kids. She has to be kind of somewhat decent. But there's a whole lot of women out here that don't give a damn about Kim Clijsters. Andreescu, Sophia Kenin,
Belinda Bencic, Them young ones, they got that fire in their belly.
Right.
And they not going to give up any room, any ground. They not going to be like, oh, welcome, Kim Clijsters. They be like, nah, help her. We ain't scared of you. You better make sure you bring that right game. Shoot.
Right.
Listen.
So that, Pliskova, there's a lot of Barty. The men's tour, you have the top 3, right?
Right. Exactly.
And then it's pretty open after them, right?
Yeah.
The women, you have Serena until it's a Grand Slam final.
Right.
But then it's open.
Wide open. It's wide open. Yeah.
And you never know with any of these tournaments, from matchup to matchup, who will potentially win. Right. I think this is going to be a much more difficult comeback for Kim because of that. And just about the physical side. I mean, 3 kids, and it's been. When did she retire last time? She's been gone now for about a good
couple of years, if not 3. Right? Has it been
at least? I think she's been closer to like 4 or 5 years gone.
Wow. Yeah, I don't actually even know how long she's been gone, but no, I do agree with you. I think it's going to be tougher, but at the same time, I just think Kim Clijsters has such an incredible game.
She does.
That I just feel like she wouldn't be coming back if she didn't know she could win.
Right. I do agree with that.
And she ain't going to be scared of these young ones. She going to be like, you know what, Pliskova, yeah, you got all that power, but see, I can get around the court, and I can move much better than you.
Well, see, and that's what I'm concerned with. See, I think she can come back and compete with the power. Yes. She can hit a heavy ball.
Yes.
I want to see the movement.
Yeah, so someone like her against Bencic will be a very interesting contest.
Right.
Because Bencic knows how to redirect. She knows how to move people around the court.
Right.
That, to me, will be a very good matchup. Andreescu as well.
Exactly.
She is showing that she knows.
She's the current day Kim Clijsters.
Exactly. So she's going to be like, hey, I'm Kim Clijsters 2.0. What you got? I ain't scared of you. So, but at the same time, though, Bryce, I wouldn't say only. I would say there may be 2-3 players that I would be concerned about with her. I honestly feel like if she's the Clijsters that left the tour, if she's of that same quality, but she's gonna jump up on them, y'all.
But she can't be.
No, but why not? Serena is.
So I don't think
Serena mentally isn't.
Right, I was about to say, I don't think Serena is.
Now,
right.
But I think her game-wise, I think Serena actually, from a game physicality standpoint,
right.
I feel like she's back to where she was prior to having the child. I just think her issue is mental.
Right, but Serena was not gone from the game as long as Kim has been.
That is very true.
So
very true.
And like I said, I love Kim. I wish her the best. I want her to do really well, but I'm being very realistic about the situation.
Right.
I think if Kim Clijsters can even get into the top 20, that will be a success.
You think?
I do. I think it'll be a success.
I would think I am already throwing out a prediction that Kim Clijsters will be in the top 10 at the end of 2020.
Because let's not forget, she still has 3 kids.
True. Very true.
Yeah. And I think she...
No, but you know what though, Bryce? I feel like she probably on that Roger Federer system in the sense that she got nannies and she got people and she got family. Mm-hmm. She gonna be traveling with a whole bunch of folk,
right?
Because remember, her husband is a professional basketball player, so right. It ain't like they they got money,
right?
So I feel like they will get their entourage. They'll get everybody taking care of the babies like they should, and she'll be able to focus in on her tennis. I really, really believe she will finish. I just feel like she's gonna finish top 10 for 2020.
Do you?
I do. I really do. If I think of all of the players, there are not 10 of them that I would say will consistently be able to beat Kim Clijsters if, again, she's coming back at the same physicality that she had before she left. And that's a big if. Like you were saying, that's a big, big if. But if she's playing the old Kim Clijsters style, I just don't know that I see 10 of the women players right now being able to consistently beat her.
This is where I see, and you're looking at it from what I'm hearing from you is that you're looking at it in terms of players being able to consistently beat her, right?
Yeah.
I want to look at it from a ranking standpoint, right?
Okay.
So, will Kim be able to play as much as some of these younger players who are out here week in and week out?
Right.
And will Kim be able to... I'm not even talking about just beating the women in the top 10. I'm thinking about women in the top 30. Will she be able to consistently beat them, get out of those first and second and third round matches?
Yeah.
Now, I agree with you. I don't think she would be... I don't think she nor people in her camp would be as supportive of her coming out if she just wasn't there. Halfway. I think she's there, but I think you just cannot discount the age, the number of years she's been off the tour, the number of kids she's had, and just look at the American women alone. I mean,
again, if Kim Clijsters is playing Kim Clijsters tennis, And the way that the American women are performing right now,
I agree.
Because you put Kim against a Sloane, and the way Sloane playing right now, Sloane better come back and get her stuff right. 2020. Same with Madison Keys. I just feel like Kim Clijsters been like, I've seen that power. I can deal with that power. I can deal with you. Kenan, I know you gritty. Mm-hmm. I dealt with Justine Enna. I can deal with gritty. I'm gonna get you. I really honestly feel like Kim will be like, I ain't scared of none of y'all. Your game don't impress me that much.
I just have to see what has regressed.
I
physically in her game.
I
do agree with you. If she can come back where she left off, then yes, but I don't know how realistic an expectation that is.
And you're right, because after 3 kids, like I can say, we saw, Serena after having just
the one kid.
So
only being gone, what, 2 years? A year and a half?
A year and a half, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, she wasn't gone that long. So
right.
I agree with you. For me, I think a lot of this is just the fan in me, because
I get it.
Kim Clijsters. I love the lady. And I'm just very wishful and hopeful, but you're exactly right. You see, you're better. Yeah, you're more practical.
No, it's not that. Good. No, it's what you are hoping for is what I am wishing for. Right. But like I said, that's best case scenario.
That is best case scenario. You're exactly right. Yes. Which shame on me. I'm a project manager. You would think I would know that you're supposed to plan based on worst case scenario and not best.
but one of the things that I like about her coming back is because I like Kim so much. She will definitely be somebody I will be rooting for.
Absolutely.
Unless she's playing, one of the queens or one of the sisters or whatever.
Yeah.
I will be voting on Kim Clijsters.
I most definitely will as well. I'm a huge fan of hers, and I want to see this comeback. I'm excited.
So I'm wondering, if she's going to be ready for the start of the 2020 season. And I did read somewhere that it was somebody from the WTA. Okay. They said she will be eligible for any wild card she wants all year.
All right, there you go.
So, so we know she'll definitely be at the Australian. How could she not?
Because they love her. Right? Yeah, she's Kimmy Australia.
So it'll be interesting.
Australia Kim, that's what they used to call her. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what warm-up tournaments she enters. Will she? Will they get Hotman Cup in there? Will she be?
Are there any Belgian guys? Who are Belgian guys?
Well, it would be Goffin, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It would be Goffin. Yeah. So, Goffin, you better step up.
Yeah, he would be decent. And what women would she have to climb? Like Mertens?
I think it's just Mertens.
Yeah, so.
Exactly. She'd be all right.
And Mertens was saying she was practicing with her.
Yeah.
So she was her game was still tight,
Exactly. No.
So, now the very interesting thing is, what do you think is going to happen first? Do you think Serena's going to win a title finally first? Or is Kim going to come back and actually beat her at that?
Listen. Oh, my goodness. Because of the fact that Serena just won't listen to me and just play some booty tournament and win it, I honestly feel like Kim will end up coming back and winning a tournament before Serena.
And that's ridiculous.
And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know what shape she in, and I'm already predicting that she's going to win the tournament before Serena. And I already know what Serena look like. But I also know that Serena has been hard-headed, and she won't play a regular tournament and go and get that victory.
Well, all I know is Venus Williams should want to see Kim Clijsters right now.
That's very true. Oh, V.
Kim be like, I remember how to beat you.
Right? My game is made for you.
And speaking of which, I know we're talking about Kim Clijsters, but there's a video online I need to go watch. Okay. Venus put out, she's documenting her preparations for... Was it her preparation for the U.S. Open, or is it her preparations for... 2020. I need to go watch that video.
I would hope that it would be for 2020. Because if it's the U.S. Open, she ain't doing.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if it was an old video or not, but yeah, that I tell you what, that would be probably something else Kim Clijsters looked at. She was like, Venus out there still swinging.
Exactly.
Too.
She's still swinging, getting it done.
Yeah.
At least trying to get it done. So, yeah. I think she did get, really motivated by both the sisters. You would have to think.
I want to see Kim Clijsters play Sharapova.
No, you don't. Kim Clijsters be like, everybody's scared of you. You saw what Serena did to you at the U.S. Open. I'm about to replicate.
Because do you think Sharapova's going to come back for 2020?
She will, yes. I do think that she will. I don't think that her results are going to improve, unfortunately, because I still feel like hers is more of an issue. Like, she's injured. I feel like her shoulder is just still, it never kind of got back to where it needed to be for her to be able to be competitive. Right. So I just feel like, next year will be her year. Because, again, you got the Olympics. Everybody's going to be trying to play the Olympics. And like I said, there's going to be a mass exodus. I'm trying to tell you, at the end of 2020, you're going to see all kind of folks. They're going to be like, look, I'm out.
Right.
And I think Sharapova might just be one of those people.
Okay.
I really do.
Well, I tell you what, listeners, this is a wonderful add to the women's tennis season next year.
Yes.
And the one thing I'll tell people to look out for in every single tournament that Kim Clijsters plays in until her ranking gets up, she will be a wild card.
Yes.
So that means she can pop up in the draw anywhere. So it will be very interesting to see her first round matchups for probably at least the first half of the year.
First half of the year, at least the first 3 months, depending on her results. So yeah.
Exactly.
Good stuff, man. Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
Well, watch the tennis, this weekend, and we have still a couple of big tournaments coming up, at the end of the year.
Yes.
We're going to keep bringing you these episodes all the way up to the end.
Yes, we are.
Tennis season ends typically about early to mid-November.
Kind of November. It's like right before Thanksgiving. So, yeah, just plan on being with us until mid-November.
Right.
And then we'll let y'all go for a few weeks, and then we'll be back at you at the beginning.
Exactly. And remember, still, interact with us online.
Please, yes.
Go to our website, www.brothersontennis.com. That's BRUTHAS on tennis.com.
Yes.
We have bios out there. We have archived episodes out there. We have a contact us page out there. And, of course, you can listen to us on a multitude of platforms on these episodes we're putting out to you. And the next tournament that we're looking to be at is actually the Australian Open. Mm-hmm. So, look out for us there. And we're going to try to get this merchandise online for you. I think it was early 2020.
That is the hope, because we want folks being able to, have Brothers on Tennis on their body somewhere. So we're going to get you a hat, a shirt, something. We got to get y'all fitted out. So, yes, hopefully merch will be coming in the early 2020 period as well.
All right. So we're going to wrap it up. Everyone have a wonderful week. Signing off from Brothers on Tennis, this is your boy Bryce.
And this is your boy Isaac.
And we will catch you next week. Take care, everyone.